Hello friends, welcome to Statistician's Hub. I am Gitanjali and we will be learning today about log rank test. So let's see what log rank test is. So a log rank test is a statistical method which is used to compare the survival distributions of two or more groups, and it is commonly employed in medical research to analyze time to event data such as the time until death or death progression. Now let us see what are the hypotheses that we consider here. So as null hypothesis, we consider that the groups have identical distribution curves versus the alternative hypothesis that the groups have different distribution curves. Now, how to interpret a log rank test? So here we will be having a p-value, and if the p-value is greater than 0.05, we retain the null hypothesis, whereas we reject the null hypothesis if it is less than 0.05. Now let us demonstrate this with the help of an example. So, as an example, we have considered a data set of cancer patients, basically breast cancer patients, where we have the information about the survival time, that is time to death of the patients in months. We have the events, that is whether a person is alive or dead, and we also have the information that the person has undergone chemotherapy or not. Now we will see if there is any difference between the survival pattern of the patients that have undergone chemotherapy or not. So we will be doing our analysis in our software, basically in our studio, and for that we have to run the following codes which are given in the screen. You can see that we first have to load the library survival, then we will read our data using the read CSV function, then we will view our data, then we will create the survival object using the serve function. Then we will fit the Kaplan-Meier plot. If you want to learn about Kaplan-Meier plot, you can see my previous video. And after that, for comparing the Kaplan-Meier curves, that is to see the difference between the survival between the patients having chemotherapy or not, we are using the serve function. And accordingly, we will plot the Kaplan-Meier curves for the patients receiving chemotherapy versus no chemotherapy, and you can see on the screen that we can see some sort of difference in the survival patterns of the patients that have undergone chemotherapy versus the one that has not gone on chemotherapy. But how to know that this difference is significant or not? For this, we will do the log rank test, and for that log rank test we are using the serve function. And accordingly, as I have mentioned before, we have got a p-value of 0.01, which is less than 0.05, which means that we reject the null hypothesis and say that there is a significant difference between the survival time of the patients undergoing chemotherapy and those which have not gone under therapy. So this is how we interpret a log rank test. Thank you for watching the video. Happy learning! And don't forget to subscribe Statistician's Hub for more such videos.